You can rent Hitler's Diary, the one that tried to literally destroy the world.
I remember some libraries didn't have Charlotte's Web because it's too scary to talk about death to children. But then I go watch Lion King and watch Mufasa get killed.
That's sad.
Yeah, so. Oh, Lion King's ruined anyway. If you're written all the.
Yeah, they're making a Lion King movie completely out of CGI.
It looks pretty good.
It looks good. It looks like real, like they actually got like real.
We got one person in here right now. I'm live streaming, by the way, guys, so don't mind me.
Jungle Book is done really well.
What's going on? Stop by, say hi real quick.
That's the doctor who was the head doctor for Michael Myers.
That's pretty much AMA, guys, so I just wanted to jump in live just to say hi to everybody real quick. I'm not going to do like a long hour live stream. I'm downtown Phoenix right now. I don't know why YouTube does that. I'm shooting for my Moto G7 right now, so you just got the J7 refined. Cool. OnePlus unveiled the new OnePlus 7 Pro today. Did you hear about it? Yeah, I already heard about it. I'm not a fan of it. Motorized camera, there's just so many things that can go wrong with that phone. So yeah, I mean, it's a good try. Don't get me wrong, it's a good try. It's priced decently, $669. That's not bad for what it gives you. But I just think motorized cameras is just not it. I mean, there's already rumors that they found a way to actually have like in-display cameras, and that type of technology we should start seeing by the end of the year. How about being unique and innovative? That's what OnePlus is trying to do. Unique and innovative, I mean, yes, but like at the same time too, it's realistic. All right, here's my thoughts, okay? Like I know a lot of OnePlus fanboys are gonna get upset about this, but you know what? I beat to my own drum. You got a motorized camera that depends on a motor to lift it for a selfie cam. Average consumers drop their phones maybe like once a month, at least that, right? And also it takes away water resistance because it's a motorized camera. So when that gives out, then what? I mean, I'm not knocking it or hating on it. I'm just saying, motorized cameras just don't appeal to me, and that's my opinion. Other people will have a completely different opinion, and that's cool. They're not wrong for that. Since the camera is motorized, if something goes wrong with the motorized part, the camera, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying, you know. But it's still a good try, though. It's still decent. You know, it gives it an all-screen display. But then I'm not a big fan of achieving an all-screen display phone, because then where do you hold your hands when you game? I mean, you're gonna have so many off-trigger touches just because it's the whole front screen is the screen. There's no bezel to rest your hand. That's got to be annoying. I mean, I'm using the Moto G7 right now, which has a teardrop for the front-facing camera. It's got bezels, like very skinny bezels on the sides and top, and only like one, maybe like an inch bezel at the bottom. And even that, I end up tapping the screen and it like triggers something completely different that I didn't want it to do. So, I mean, for me, bezels don't really bother me, but I know people are trying to achieve that just because of the way it looks. And for me, that's just not something that I think is absolutely important. Now, the cameras, yeah. The cameras, along with the amount of RAM that it has, along with the amount of internal storage that it has, and then it has a Snapdragon 855, that's going to be pretty good. Considering, you know, what the 855 can do, and then image processing, a 48 megapixel camera, yeah. I don't like the way YouTube Live is on the G7. Like, all your guys' comments goes away really fast. Try to go with the wider screen. Yeah. I mean, it's cool. You know, some people are gonna like it, and that's the beauty of like mobile tech, is that everyone likes different things and not the same thing. So what one doesn't like, the other will. And so there should always be something that caters to all sides. He's on my live stream.
What?
But yeah, yeah, it's been a cool minute since I live streamed, so I just wanted to do one. I don't do live streams quite a bit. I know I put up more videos. I do more podcasts on Anchor. But yeah, I think it was time for one, at least one. But I mean, it's also good too that everyone's focusing on the OnePlus 7 Pro. Just it alleviates me to have more videos out with the Pixel 3a and not be like over cluttered by a massive amount of videos. Because when the Pixel 3a came out, there were so many videos out there. It was like it's competing against what mine's. It's like it's oversaturated, right? So now everyone's moved on to the OnePlus 7 Pro because that's going to be like the eye candy of every reviewer on YouTube. It allows me to kind of breathe a little bit and do more videos with the Pixel 3a. And yeah, and right now the Pixel 3a, the Moto G7, and my Nexus 5X are just basically the three phones that I carry with me all the time now. And I like the photos that the Moto G7 takes. For it being, you know what it is, a mid-range series. But it's better you upgrade. Wait, OnePlus 6T, last year's model, which is going to be exclusive to T-Mobile. Yeah. I think it's great that OnePlus and T-Mobile have a relationship to actually like put out these phones. Just the same as I'm happy that Google decided to put the Pixel 3a with Sprint, Verizon, and T-Mobile. I don't understand why AT&T won't capitalize on it, but oh well, you know. But I think it's great that these phones are actually showing up in these places. So, and OnePlus, I mean, it was a flagship killer. They don't really call themselves a flagship killer anymore. And I think by that, everyone was in fear that this phone was going to be like $799. Glad it's not. $669 for the OnePlus 7 Pro. And the OnePlus 7 comes out later on this year. So it's good that they kept their prices good. I mean, most flagships today are already hitting over $1,000. And like you look at companies like Samsung and Apple, they got to release a cheaper version of their flagship just to even make sales. I mean, people aren't that stupid. Anything over $1,000 is like, that's kill already. If your phone costs more than what you pay for rent a month or your car payment, that's ridiculous. They overpriced the Pixel 3a XL. Yeah, I mean, Jay Williams said it best that the Pixel 3a would have been great at $250. A $250 price tag on that phone would have been good, and I agree. I own the phone, I use it, and I could see it being sold for $250 and it not being, you know, low price, like super low price, that it's unfair. You know, Google will make a killing on that. I think the Pixel 3a XL should have been between $299 and $329.99 tops. You know, but I mean, it's better than it being $699. I was afraid that that's actually what the price was going to be for the dumbed down version of the Pixel 3. Yeah, because if you look at the iPhone XS Max and the iPhone XS, they're hitting basically $1,000, and the other one's over $1,000. Their iPhone XR started out at what, $799, and then the Pixel 3 was $799. The Pixel 3 XL was $899, and that's for the 64 gig variant. Just like AT&T won't capitalize on Huawei. Yeah, AT&T's. I used to work for them. I know all their ins and outs. I think they're full of shit with their 5GE. That to me is just that's a big waste. To lie to your consumers and make them actually believe they have 5G connection when it's just advanced LTE. Yeah, that's pretty bad on AT&T's part. Which is why I will never recommend AT&T to anybody. You guys can talk. My son and my brother are trying not to talk too loud, and I'm like, you guys can talk. It's just a live stream. Pixel 3a has a great camera, but there are some other phones that are. Well, see, here's the thing about Pixels in general. So it's not just a Pixel 3a. The Pixel has great cameras when it comes to still photos. It's videos. In my book, they're okay, but they're not something that I would dump and do backflips for, like for the actual still photos that it can take. Plus, the Pixel 3a has the same exact camera sensor as the Pixel 3. So I think that's what kind of helps it along, is that The Snapdragon 670 is not as slow as what people thought it was going to be. It's pretty snappy for what it is. And you know, the camera sensors are the same, so there's no difference there. You can take the same still photos with the front, rear camera. The only difference on that is that the Pixel 3 has 2 camera sensors in the front, one for a wide angle selfie and the other one just for a normal shot. On the Pixel 3a, there's only one, which is for the normal shot, so you don't get that wide angle selfie. But you still get like the portrait effect, you still get night sight, you get playground, you get all those things that you get with the Pixel 3. So, and then for $399, that's why some people can be okay with buying it at that price, is because you're still getting a lot of the Pixel 3 features, minus the wireless charging, added a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, minus water resistance. Yeah, well, that's why they changed it from Nexus to Pixel. Their main focus is camera, because it seems that they're following the trend of consumers, and consumers, when they buy smartphones, what they're generally looking for is cameras. They want a phone that can play games, can play PUBG, and then they want a phone that can take like the best photos ever. And that's like, you know, my point of view, user experience, not a lot of people really focus on that. I mean, I nerd out and I geek out on smartphones, and I actually like judge it by like how well it performs for the things that I need it to do. But everyone uses their phone different. Some people use it for gaming. Some people use it just for phone calls and text. Some people browse the internet only. Some people use it for a mobile hotspot because they don't want to get home Wi-Fi. People have different reasons why they use their phone. Yeah, but also, just to kind of publicly state, main reason why.
You guys spare some change for the I mean, it's been like 4 hours.
Hold on 1 second.
I just want $1. Can you guys spare like $1 or 2? Please. Anything else? God bless. Thank you very much.
All right, so what was I saying? Where was I at with all this? What's the day-to-day tasks that I use the phone for? Oh, okay, that's cool. It's a pretty good way. Hey, what's up, RJ? What's going on? AT&T is going to the dogs. They've been messing with the NetBuddy service the past couple of months, but it's all because of they don't really have 5G. They really don't have 5G at all whatsoever. Thanks for stopping by, RJ. I really appreciate that. I know I haven't streamed in a long time, and I don't do a lot of live streams, but yeah, I mean, people use phones differently. It is what it is. AT&T, they can pretty much like, yeah, they don't even have like their what do they call them? Their pro tech support is not even internal. Their pro tech support is Asurion. So if you're with AT&T and you call in, you talk to their tech support, and they're like, okay, we're gonna get you to our advanced tech, our pro tech support. They send you out to that person. That person's not an AT&T rep. That person's an Asurion rep. And I can say that because I've never signed an NDA with AT&T. But on top of that, just to kind of like keep things up to date, I did get accepted into the Google Products Experts program. So I got a silver badge. I'm not a gold badge member, but I'm in the Google forums, just kind of like answering questions and helping out, just having fun doing that. And I snapped a photo and put it on Instagram like a dork because I got excited for it because I got invited. So that was like pretty cool. Yeah. Well, because what it is, the 5GE that AT&T has is advanced LTE. So the same, not exactly the same, but the idea, like how Sprint has advanced LTE-A, and you know, Sprint's network has been getting a little better. That's what that is. It's just advanced 4G LTE. That's what it is. They branded it on their phones as 5GE, and it's so sad because, you know, consumers that don't really dig into the nitty gritty of tech. They're out here telling people like, oh yeah, I got 5G and you don't have it yet on Verizon, or you don't have it yet on T-Mobile. And it's not real 5G, and they end up looking stupid because someone who knows about it ends up telling them what it really is. Some won't believe them because the logo says 5G. They just stick by what they see, but that ain't right. For AT&T to do that to customers, that's not real 5G. They shouldn't be doing that to them. I'm happy on Google Fi. I'll tell you guys that much right now. So I will not switch out. And then Boost Mobile had like a lot of accounts hacked. I don't know if you guys heard about that. Told me they're removing towers in areas they still show great coverage until you call and they give you their real. Yeah. Yep, that's them. That's just about any carrier too, right? That's like Boost Mobile too as well. But yeah, Boost Mobile customer accounts have been hacked. They actually fixed what the loophole was that got it that way, but they had to report it to the Attorney General in California because it was over a certain amount of accounts that were affected. You going?
Go to hell.
Oh, sorry. Time for you to go.
I got like 5 more minutes to go. I'm out of here.
Have a great day at work.
Don't break Xavier's watch.
I like Xavier's watch.
You look hot. Are you hot out here?
Well, I'm going to introduce you guys to my son. So, for you guys who actually came in on the live stream, it is for you guys because my oldest son came to spend the summer with me in Phoenix. So that's my oldest son. You can introduce yourself.
What?
It's weird how it is here. His name's Ezekiel. I have to touch the screen for the comments to come up. For some reason on the Moto G7, the comments don't like stay. So disappears.
That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're hanging downtown right now. I'm gonna go walk around here in a little bit. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of just jump in, quick live stream real quick, because I haven't done it in a while. Say hi to you guys. And I don't know. I've been doing more things with Anchor and my podcast. I know I got to record another one because I haven't put up an episode in a while. But I've been more focused on that than YouTube. YouTube's gone to shit, so I'm sorry to say it, and maybe the algorithm will catch that. Who knows? But I'm such a small channel, I can get away with that kind of stuff. But the algorithm is pretty much crap, so I'm not liking the way that YouTube has been treating everybody, basically. I mean, there's some people that's been beating the algorithm and like, skyrocketing up, and I'm like very proud of them, like Tech Right. I'm very proud of where he's at right now. Kevin Breeze is like, he's climbing it. And so that's good. It's good to see them go because I don't want them to be held back by the same type of crap that other content creators are facing, like Alter Tech, myself. Like we're facing like the algorithm not pushing our stuff to be seen anymore just because of the amount of subscribers we have and viewership and all that other stuff that just plays a big factor nowadays. I mean, literally, I was recommended by YouTube Studios to start putting like high resolution thumbnails, which I never liked doing from the very beginning. But just to even get like a few views, it's like pulling teeth now with YouTube. So it's just at this point right now, I'm not even really focused on YouTube. Now, a podcast that's being hosted on Anchor actually shares it to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, iHeartRadio, Spotify. I do it through that, and I get sponsorships from different vendors that will place their ads in my podcast. So that pretty much works out for me as far as like actually monetizing anything. And then, I don't know if YouTube gets their crap together. Maybe I might live stream more. Maybe I might do more. But they just got to get their crap together. I'm not expecting to skyrocket to millions of subscribers, but I don't like being thrown back just for the bigger guys to always get the spotlight just because, Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean, RJ. I'm feeling the pinch too. A lot of the new guys coming in, like Mill Hustles, like Alter Tech, these guys that are struggling, they're fighting really hard for viewership, and like they're not even getting pushed. YouTube's not really pushing, and like these guys come up with great videos too. They come up with good video ideas. They have things that they want to share that are helpful to consumers out there, and they're not getting pushed. Coming down on some of the smaller channels, YouTube. Yeah, I know. And that's where YouTube's fault is at. They focus more on their main content creators that are over millions of subscribers just because they know they can place ads in those videos. And like the same rule applies to a major content creator. So if you had like 5 million subscribers, you're still getting paid cents on the dollar of what YouTube makes from these ad companies. So if the ad is like $1 per view, you're getting 7 cents, and YouTube takes 93 cents. So they're more focused on that because of the amount of viewership that those channels get. The guys like me, they're just the big FU and like, do it on your own, or they suggest go to YouTube Studios and watch the content creator, what the hell's that thing called? The seminars that they have, which tell you pretty much everything that you pretty much already know about YouTube. It's just the algorithm. That's what's running everything. And AI controls whose video goes to the trending, whose videos goes to the main pages. It's all that. I hate to be a Debbie Downer and sound so negative about it, because don't get me wrong, everyone on YouTube who rocks with me, everybody who, outside of YouTube follows me like on social media and whatnot, like I love you guys to the fullest. You guys have made my channel what it is, and I will never, ever, ever forget that. Because a boring guy like me that can even come close to 10,000 subscribers, that's unreal for me. There are a lot of people that I consider to be way more talented than me and have way more of an interesting personality than myself. So I appreciate everyone for it. But, at the end of the day, I would settle just for having my videos viewed. If YouTube was like, okay, you know what, we'll push your videos to the forefront, but you gotta demonetize all your videos, then fine, go ahead, demonetize all my videos. Because I just want people to actually see the videos and get some helpful tips out of it, or get a point of view that no one's really stating. Like anything about the Pixel 3a that people are going out there and regurgitating the same things, and if I come up with something that's completely different, I would want consumers to know about it. But if my video doesn't make it to the forefront for anyone to see it, they will never actually get that point of view. And that's really what I'm fighting with YouTube about, is viewership, getting my videos viewed. Because they have dropped dramatically. They have gone down. Like I can see a point where I go through my video timeline and see videos that my lowest video view was like 197 views. And then that just completely tanked to like 20 views, 39 views, 40 views, 56 views, 60 views. And it just stays consistently at 60 views. And when I look at my stats, a lot of my videos have been viewed from non-subscribers. So even before that, even before the dramatic drop in viewership, my videos were viewed by non-subscribers. So because of that, it's not being pushed anymore like it used to be. That's the very sad part about it. Like, take the monetization away from me. I don't care, YouTube. Take it all. Take the money. I don't care. But if my videos aren't going to get played, if they're not going to be found for people out there who are looking for that subject, then I'll just go and just focus more on my podcast where it'll get heard, where I can just literally throw it the hell on every social media. But besides that, it plays on all these different podcast publications, so I don't have to, edit a podcast, throw it up on this one, on this one, on this one. It's like I do one, and it's shared to all of them. And if you guys want to find my podcast, it's technically geeked. So I put it in parentheses on the YouTube channel for people to find it. If you use Apple Podcasts, you can find it there. If you use Google Podcasts, you can find it there. Any of those publications I mentioned, you'll find it there. But, and yeah, I think Mill Hustles has it too. And eventually at some point, I'm going to have a panel of people, on episodes every now and then, and just go from there. And at least that way, people that are interested, that want to hear it, will actually be able to find it. You follow me on Twitter, you'll find it. But if you go through Apple Podcasts and you're looking for a new tech podcast show, you'll find it. So, but anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. I wasn't going to live stream too long. I want to thank everyone that came in today. Mikey's Tech Review, CV Tech. Isaac, I'm sorry I didn't see your message, bro. It just goes in and out. But Isaac, thanks for stopping by, bro. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I can't guarantee you guys I'll do another live stream really, really soon, but I'll post on Twitter and I'll post it on the YouTube feed if I'm going to go live, and then that way you guys will know if I'm going live. As I did post it earlier, I don't know if you guys saw it, but I did post that I plan to go live at 2 p.m. my time. Yeah, no, I definitely agree with you there. Isaac, do you follow me on Twitter? if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, the googly one, you guys can follow me on Twitter, and you guys can definitely get like, you know, more in touch with me outside of YouTube and everything. So you tweet me or whatever.